Take a moment to arrive. Whatever your day has looked like until now, you don't need to carry it into this moment. For the next few minutes, there is nothing you need to figure out, achieve, or change. This is simply a little space for you to pause, to breathe, and to come back to yourself. So whenever you're ready, let's begin. Find a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down if that feels better for you. Let your hands rest wherever they feel natural. And if it feels comfortable, allow your eyes to close, else you can soften your gaze. Now take a slow breath in through the nose and gently breathe out through the mouth, making the exhale a little longer than the inhale. Again, breathing in and letting the breath leave your body. You don't need to change your breathing. Just keep noticing that you're here. Now bring your attention to your body. Notice the surface beneath you. Notice your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your face, and allow your body to settle. As you sit here, think about the moments when you don't say what you really mean. Perhaps you say yes when you want to say no. You stay quiet when something doesn't feel right. You make yourself smaller to keep the peace. You worry that speaking up will disappoint someone, or make you look difficult, or change the way they see you. You don't need to think of a specific situation. Just notice if any of this feels familiar. And notice what happens in your body when you imagine speaking up for yourself. Maybe there is tension. Maybe there is fear. Maybe your chest tightens, or your stomach contracts, or your body wants to retreat. If you notice something, you don't have to change it. Just acknowledge it. Maybe repeat to yourself, there is a part of me that is afraid to speak up. And perhaps that part of you learned somewhere along the way that being easy to be around was safer than being honest. That keeping everyone happy was more important than expressing what you needed. that being agreeable meant being good. If that feels familiar, take a slow breath and remind yourself you don't have to judge the part of you that learned this. It was trying to protect you. But you are allowed to learn something new. You're allowed to have preferences. You're allowed to have needs. You're allowed to disagree. You're allowed to say no. And you're allowed to change your mind. Take another slow breath in. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to soften. Now imagine yourself standing firmly on the ground. Try to feel the support beneath your feet. Your body doesn't need to prove anything. It doesn't need to be bigger, louder, or harder. Standing up for yourself doesn't always have to look powerful. Sometimes it simply looks like staying connected to yourself while telling the truth. Silently repeat after me. My needs matter. My feelings are allowed to exist. I'm allowed to take up space. I can speak honestly and still be kind. And perhaps most importantly, I don't have to abandon myself to be accepted by someone else. Let that sit for a moment. Think about how often we look outside ourselves for permission. Permission to rest. Permission to say no. Permission to leave. Permission to ask for what we need. Permission to change our minds. But you don't always need permission. Sometimes you simply need to listen to yourself. Bring one hand to your heart or anywhere on your body that feels grounding. And imagine asking yourself quietly, what do I actually need? Don't force an answer, just listen. Maybe the answer is space. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's honesty. Maybe it's a boundary. Maybe it's asking for help. Maybe it's simply the courage to admit that something doesn't feel right anymore. Whatever comes up, let it be there. You don't have to act on it immediately. You're simply practicing listening to yourself. Now imagine a moment in your life when you could have spoken up for yourself. See if you can picture yourself there. And instead of judging yourself for staying quiet, imagine offering that version of you some support. You don't have to change what happened. Just imagine standing beside yourself and saying, I know it was difficult. You were doing the best you could with what you knew back then. And you don't have to stay silent forever. Take a slow breath. Remember, you can be kind without being endlessly accommodating. You can care about other people's feelings without making them more important than your own. You can be a loving person and still have boundaries. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean becoming cold. It means remembering that you are a part of the equation too. So take another breath in and as you breathe out, let yourself feel the support beneath you. You're here. You're allowed to have a voice. You're allowed to listen to that voice. And you're allowed to trust yourself a little more. Silently repeat, I can be kind and still be clear. I can care for others without abandoning myself. I am allowed to speak up for what I need. I trust myself to listen. Take a final slow breath in and exhale completely. Bring your awareness to the room that you're in. Notice the sounds. The temperature of the air. The surface beneath your body. And begin to gently move your fingers and toes. Maybe roll your shoulders. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Take a moment before you move on with your day. And remember, you don't have to become louder to stand up for yourself. Sometimes, standing up for yourself simply means staying close enough to yourself to hear what you need and giving yourself permission to honor it.